Hey everybody, it's me, Son. Today I have a little touchy subject that I want to talk to you guys about. Generational curse of the white woman. I want to talk about a period before slavery was abolished. The time when the slave master, the slave owner, was able to have his way with the slaves when he would run into the woods or run into the shacks, the slave shacks, and just have his way and brutally beat and rape and torture the black woman. And the white woman knew that this was going on. She knew her husband wasn't faithful to her. She knew that this light-skinned, mixed, biracial kid who had a finer texture of hair was her husband's. But at the same time, she was dealing with her own struggle. Because he was the breadwinner. He had all the finances. Unless her father passed it down to her. But then technically when her father passed it down to her, her father passed it down to him. And so when she was getting beat or raped herself, she couldn't say anything about it. And if she did say anything about it, it was always blamed on who? The black man. The black slave. So he was taken out somewhere, hung, killed, lynched, whatever. So just because slavery has been abolished, that does not necessarily mean that it has gone away. Some of the traits of it doesn't linger. So let's fast forward to 2018 and let's talk about the generational curse. Let's talk about Kavanaugh. Let's talk about how the Senate, where we have women, both Democrats and Republicans, how you can pass, how you can confirm this guy, right? You confirmed him. Why? Because he had a fit? Because he had a fit and looked like he was about to start crying? Is that why? Because the FBI did an investigation? Do you think that it was thorough? I think not. I think not. I'm sure that all of you know that this guy should not be confirmed. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about something I found on the internet about generational curses, and I won't be before you long. Someone asked a question, posed a question, and said, is there such a thing as a generational curse? And in Exodus 34:7 says that God visited the iniquities of the father upon the children and the children's children to the third and fourth generation. The person who asked this question said, I find this disturbing, and not merely from a theoretical point of view. My family has some skeletons in its closet, and sometimes I think I see the sins of the past playing themselves out all over again in the present. And they pose the question, what do you think? Well, I think it's happening right now. I think it masks itself and it looks a little different. It's not as harsh. It's not as visible. It's not as inhumane. But it is still happening. Especially when we're talking about this rape society and this rape culture that we have. Ladies, men, talk to your sons. Like, teach them respect. No one deserves to be touched forcefully or unwantedly. And ladies, you don't have to sit there and not say anything. You do have a voice, right? You're out here grinding just like everybody else, just like your male counterpart. So, November 6th, go out and vote. It's time that we turn things around. It's time that we're going to really be a voice for the voiceless. Matter of fact, I don't even like that phrase that much, because I believe that everybody has a voice. So use your voice and galvanize others to use their voice as well. November 6th, find someone who's not going to sell you out over $1, who's not going to sell you out over another 4 terms or another 2 terms. Somebody who actually has your best interest in mind. And vote for that person. Galvanize your friends, your family, anybody who you know can vote, and get them out to the polls. We have to change things around. Talk to your elected officials. And if you feel like they're not hearing you, the next term, I want you to run. Or I want you to galvanize somebody that you know will listen to you. It's time for a change. This is Sun. Please leave me your comments. Share this. It's been real. This is a 754 message. Y'all have a 754 day. All right. Love you all.